Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Linda,
Quite well, Linda.
good.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Congratulations on this really fantastic series. I was not aware at all of the book, so it made me go back and research what it was all about. So, can I
Hmm.
ask both of you how you got to sort of hear about this project and be part of it?
Yeah, my development executive at the time, Danielle Reardon, came across the book. She thought it was wonderful. She introduced it to me. I read it. We were like, oh, how do we get on board with this project? We got on board with Gotham Group. Selwyn Seyfu Hines came on as our showrunner and creator. So I got on at the beginning. It was a story that I thought was beautiful and powerful. It took what a lot of people think is a traditional slave narrative, turns it over on its ear, and it turns into this globe-trotting adventure that's powered through the imagination of a young boy who sees a world bigger than the circumstances that he is currently inundated by. And thought that that hopefulness,
Mm.
that ability to see things beyond what is in front of you was a powerful metaphor for how we can transcend circumstances today.
Yeah, and that's what a wonderful part for you to sort of get hold of. It's just incredible, such an incredible story. Talk us through your character.
Sure. Yeah, no, it was honestly an honor and a privilege to get to play a role like this. Yeah, so Washington is this young man who was filled with the gift of science, the gift of creativity and invention. And the story kind of follows him on this beautiful adventure, this epic adventure on his quest to live a life filled with freedom, filled with dreams and daring to kind of imagine a world that's better than his current circumstances. And he meets so many characters like Medwin who help him on that journey and yeah, just uplift him in a way that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose many of the sort of the younger generation are not super aware. They might be aware of the slave narrative in America, but not so much in what in the UK we would call the West Indies. Was that
Yeah.
really important for both of you to sort of go back and read up on that?
It's something that unfortunately or fortunately that I'm acutely aware of. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like I'm one of the few black people in the world that does not know where they're from. In the same way that black Brits may know where a lot of people from the Caribbean may know where they're from, etc. So yeah, it's something that I'm acutely aware of and in our country is sort of like our history is actively trying to be erased at present. And so I think telling stories like this is an act of protest in and of itself. Even though it's historical fiction, it's like these stories are part of our history. We will not forget them. They are something that we were able to transcend or whatnot. But the idea that someone would say like, "Oh, that thing doesn't need to be told anymore," right,
Mm.
is something that I would like to push up against.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I think for me, definitely learning about this kind of birth of slave society in Barbados, all those kind of centuries ago, like it definitely was a new thing for me. But also just like, the slaves that were there and how they kind of were transported from West Africa, a lot of them, and the kind of level of spirituality that involved and that they had at the time, was definitely something I was introduced to newly and kind of just being swept up into that kind of culture of seeing the like what's higher than you, that kind of spiritual realm that's higher than you, and that kind of gift of yeah, being in this kind of spiritual realm, this dream world, and also having that faith. It was an educational project for me, definitely.
Yeah. And the sense I got from this, and personally, like it felt very much like the kind of stuff I was watching when I was younger on TV, when I was growing up, this kind of adventure, the spirit of adventure, sort of going on this kind of like a journey with a character and getting to know them through that journey.
Oh.
Can I ask both of you, what kind of sort of series or films did you grow up in? And do you recognize any of those in this?
Oh my goodness.
That's a great question.
What did you grow up on, Junior? I'm curious. Like, what do you consider to be the classics?
Um, I'm not like my memory's bad, man. I mean,
Yeah, you 20 something years old. What are you
like,
talking about?
okay, do you know what like an action kind of series that really sticks in my head? Do you remember Maze Runner?
Yeah.
Yeah, just that whole like trilogy
Yes.
of like just kind of this guy kind of running and I think the level of kind of being trapped and having to like there's more than what meets the eye, that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also grew up on like Tracy B. You know Tracy Beaker?
No.
Oh,
Oh, I
Tracy.
love Tracy Beaker.
Oh, you know, yeah, of course you know Tracy Beaker. Yeah, Tracy Beaker. Like these kids live in a what's it called? Like I forgot what the actual place is called. All these kids that like they're like orphans and
Okay.
they live in this house together and it's like really fun and Tracy Beaker is one of the kids that lives there.
Yeah.
But it was just like this kind of homely, cozy kind of feeling because they all had to learn to love each other
Okay.
and become a community. It was nice. Yeah, it was really cool.
I like that. Okay, so what did I grow up on? Like movie wise, there's E.T.,
Yeah.
there's the Goonies and
Yeah.
Gremlins, there's the Lost Boys,
Mm.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, a lot of like, Spielberg at that time. So that's a lot of cinematic type stuff. And then TV shows, there's a lot of classic 80s sitcoms from The Facts of Life or Growing Pains, those sort of wholesome feeling shows that I loved a lot. But also, there's the Dukes of Hazzard and the A-Team and things like that. I don't know if you guys know
The
any of these
80, I
shows.
know the
You know what I mean?
80.
Okay,
Yeah.
A-Team is the thing, but there is a throwback quality to Washington Black that
Yeah.
we were hoping to engage a certain sense of nostalgia, this globe-trotting, sweeping epic of a story that has Black faces front and center. Like I think that's what it is. Like oftentimes when those kinds of stories are told, Black folks are either not present or relegated to the sidelines of those stories. And we're like, yo, we like whimsy. You know what I'm saying? Like we like
We can do
fantasy.
that.
We can do all that stuff too. So like how about we come up with a story where we get a chance to be front and center in it as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah. Sterling, I want to ask about your character. Just talk me through what the kind of person he is really in this.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Medwin Harris is sort of he's a mentor to Wash. He's sort of the de facto mayor of this black group of freed people up in Nova Scotia, and he takes Wash under his wing and sees somebody that he wants to keep safe, right?
Mm.
And I think what I love about the relationship is that while he is trying to provide a service for this young man is saying like, I appreciate the service you want to give me, but there's more to life than just surviving, right? There's a bigger vision that I have for my life, and I have to be free in order to do it, right? Safety and freedom can go hand in hand, and sometimes they can butt up against each other, right? And Wash is saying, like, you know what? Thank you for keeping me safe. Now I have to go be free. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you both so much. But I also want to ask one last question for both of you. What's next? What's next for both of you? What have you got coming up that you'd like to talk about?
For me, coming up, I guess it's the show. The trailer coming out soon and just kind of promoting this as much as we can.
Yeah.
And then I'm producing a short film of my own called Love Story. And I'm just trying to create and produce that and learn from this producer right here how to do the stuff.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
I'm actively working on season 2 of a show called Paradise, which I'm
Oh,
very
brilliant.
excited about. Thank you very much.
Brilliant paradise.
I'll have a film hopefully coming out before the end of the year called Is God Is,
Yes.
which Ernest did the play for when he booked Washington Black,
Yeah.
and now I'll do the movie right after Washington Black comes out. That'll be cool.
Fantastic. Thank you so, so much, both of you. And thanks for your time. And I've really enjoyed this. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!